Hello, algebra students. This is your Polynomials Reteach Part 1. The first problem states to simplify. So I have the square root of 24. So there's two ways you can do it. Either to do a factor tree, which would be 24, and you can do 6 times 4, and then keep going, 2 times 3, and 2 times 2. So here are my prime numbers, 3 and 2. Well, I have a pair of 2's, and then I just have a 2 and a 3. So if I have a pair, I can bring that out 2, and then what I have left, I leave underneath the radical. So what's left is 2 square roots of 6. And that is my answer. The other way, I can think of perfect squares. So in my mind, I'm thinking of what perfect squares can I multiply by 24? And what I think of is 4 times 6. Well, 4 is a perfect square. What's the square root of 4? Oh, 2. So my final answer is 2 square roots of 6. Your next problem we need to simplify. So what I notice is I have a power to a power. So I can simplify that. And if I have a power to a power, I'm going to multiply. So I have a base, d 6 to the third. 6 times 3 is 18. So that's going to equal c to the 8th, d to the 18 over c squared. Now, what else I notice is that I have a common base here. So that means I can subtract my exponents. That is my rule. So I am going to take 8 minus 2 because my base is the same. So what is left is c to the 6th, d to the 18th. Now we have a polynomial where we are going to need to combine like terms. We are going to add this polynomial. So I'm going to first check my variables and check to see if I have like terms. So I notice that I have an x squared and an x squared. So I can combine these two like terms. Since this is a plus sign, I don't need to distribute anything. So since this is an x squared and this is an x squared, I can add 3 plus 5. And so for that one, I'm going to get 8x squared. So next, I'm going to look for my x's that I have alike. So for that one, I'm going to be combining a negative, because you take the sign in front, a negative 4 plus 2. So if I have a negative 4 and a 2, I'm going to end up with negative 2x. Next, I'm going to go to my constant. I have a plus 5 and a minus 8. So then I'm just going to take plus 5 minus 8 and combine those two terms, and I will get negative 3. So this is my final answer. So again, I looked for like terms with my variables and combined my coefficients. Again here, my x, and then I combined this whole thing, including the sign. All right. Now, again, we are going to look for like terms. So I go here and I see I have an x squared r. So this has to be exactly the same in order for me to combine like terms. So I'm going to go over and look here and see if this is exactly the same. Well, the x squares match and the r. So therefore, I can combine these two terms. So all I need to do is combine 42 and a negative 19. So what is 42 minus 19? So your answer is 23 x squared r. Now, the next problem, you are multiplying. So we're going to multiply these two binomials. Now, if you recall, we learned a little method called FOIL, which stands for first, outside, inside, and last, to help you remember. So we're going to first multiply 5x times 7x. So 5 times 7 is 35. Next, we're going to take x times x, and that means we can add our exponents, which they're both 1s, so that's going to be x squared. Next, we're going to do our outsides. So this is going to be 5x times a negative 3, and that becomes a negative 15. Notice I took this whole sign in front. 5x times negative 3. All right, next, I'm going to do my inside. So I'm going to have 8 times 7x, and that is plus 56x. And then I'm going to do my last, which is 8 times negative 3, which is a negative 24. So then I just combine my two middle terms here because I have like terms. So my final answer will be 35x squared plus 41x minus 24. Now the final problem is a binomial square. So we've learned a shortcut for this one. So we can either use the shortcut for the perfect trinomial square, or we can use FOIL, whatever you're comfortable with. So first, what you do is you are going to square the 2a. So that means come over here and do 2a times 2a. So you're squaring the 2a. So you get 4a squared. Next, you're going to multiply these two together, and so that gives you 6a. But the rule is you have to double it. You have to multiply it by 2. So that's your second step. And so that gives you plus 12a. Your last step is to square your last term right here. So we're going to take 3 and square it, and that gives you 9 plus 9. And this is your final answer. Now, say you're kind of confused on the perfect trinomial squares, you could go ahead and write this out because there's 2 of them, and you could do it by FOIL. So then you just first times first, which is 4a squared, and then you're going to do your outside, which is plus 6, your inside. So notice these two are the same, thus the shortcut, because it's a perfect trinomial square. And then your last, which is 3 times 3 plus 9. And then we can combine our middle. So we get the same answer, and it's 4a squared plus 12a plus 9.